Boom, we are live.
Oh,
Hello, my
God.
friend. Yeah, we are today with a special rider for the guys who are starting. Today we have a person here. He started not so long, and he's going to tell us a little about his journey. I think he's a fantastic rider. He has a humor that is fantastic for all of us, and I think it's going to be great to have him. Kip, how are you, my friend? Tell us a
I'm
little about you.
I'm good, man. I'm really good. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. This is cool. This is fun.
It's going to be fun. I think
Yeah.
it's fantastic. We was talking the two of us in private, but I'm just going to share to everybody. We are going to go now to Facebook, Twitter, and in YouTube. For all of you guys who don't like YouTube or prefer Facebook, we are live and we're going to share it in lots of groups. The important thing is for us to give the support to the riders around the world. Today we have a person. First of all, my friend, tell us, where are you coming from? What are you riding? And a little of your background. How do you start it?
Well, I live in Ohio, about 25 minutes east of Columbus, the capital. There's a lake nearby my house, and I started riding skateboards probably around 2018 or 19. And as far as getting into the electric, it's kind of a funny story. It happens all by accident. There's a lot of people I've noticed watching stuff. Um, I My kids were skateboarding, and and I was at a point where I had to get out and
Amen.
start being more active, doing stuff, and I started out running and everything. Then I got online and I just got myself a cheap little $30 a little cheap $30 longboard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a hill about 2 miles from my house, and I would just go over and bomb that hill all hours of the day. I would ride all the way all around my town. It's a small town, but it's a big town because it's around a lake. And I would bomb this hill at all times, 11, 12 at night, during the day, whatever. And then all of a sudden I thought, you know what, I'm going to go check out this other hill I've been eyeballing, thinking I got a chance. I didn't have a chance. My wife had bought me a beautiful busting board.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to go down this hill, and within about, 3 meters, 10 feet, I realized I was over my head. And I tried to run it out. Nope. I grated my arm and my face across the pavement, and then watched my brand new, beautiful busting board go down the rest of the hill and get run over by a car. And I was devastated because I didn't. My daughter had a board that I ended up riding after that, and I gave up on that hill, went back to the other one. It's about 2 miles away from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd get up to maybe 22 going down this hill, nothing crazy. But I ended up riding my daughter's board, this thing, which was much different than my other one. And I was coming to the bottom of this hill, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. And I saw this silhouette of a person, this kid, just go flying across the bottom of the hill. And I thought, what the hell was that? I got to go find that kid was riding something. So I went chasing him, and found out he was riding an electric skateboard. And I went home and ordered right away. It was this little cheap not cheap, but it was a $300 Amazon special.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome. It was like the answer to all my prayers at that moment for at least 4 weeks.
The beginning always.
Then the brakes gave out.
That means, guys, don't buy it from Amazon.
No, do not. So I started doing the research, and that's how I came across the Backfire.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I got to have something with good. I'm riding this thing all the time. I got to have good customer service, all that crap. And I got the Backfire, loved it. And then all of a sudden the Voyager came out, and I'm like, distance and speed. Hell yeah. Got the Voyager. And the Voyager helped me to learn that I could explore all the way around this lake. Damn near, well, at least half of it. I can't get completely around it. But the Voyager helped me get all the way around it and had the speed and everything. And so then, of course, I got an itch one night. And I was like, okay, I got to move up to the next step. I got to get some all-terrain wheel. I got to get... And I just started watching. I'm that customer that starts watching reviews and everything. And I came across the Ace deck, and I was like, hell, I just got hit by a car on my Voyagers. So I was actually, and it was a bad, like, technically I hit the car. It turned in front of me, and I flipped over it. But I was like, I need a beast. I need an animal of a board, something that I feel safe and comfortable on. So I got the 2-wheel drive Ace deck, and so far it's been great. I just got it a couple weeks ago, so I'm still getting it tuned in. I just literally today spent all morning putting on these the 6-inch wheels that we were all still a little wobbly. Some 6-inch wheels that I can't wait to take out today and try.
Yeah, and you're going to see a big change, but you have to be prepared that your battery is going to go a little, not so many. You're going to lose some miles of with these tires.
Anything will be better than the 8-inch.
Yeah,
because it comes with the 8-inch 70T pulley, so that's basically like riding a mountain bike, trying to start off. So that just kills it. So I put on a 45T pulley and I'm just hoping. Yeah, I hope I get a little more range actually, because I was getting about 13 or 14 with the 8-inch tires.
Yeah, but you coming from the flex, you have boards that was always all mid flex. Now you have a deck that is so hard. do you feel the difference?
No, the difference, because on my other boards I always use street wheels. I literally, once I got the Voyager, I rarely rode the Ace, the backfire. And so I'd always ride the Voyager with 100 millimeter boas on it. And so it was street wheels. And so everything felt rough. And so anything with all terrain at this point, and the deck, so far the deck has been great. I feel locked in and I feel comfortable because I do like to go fast. And
but you have to thank. But you have to thank my friend. I know that I see lots of your videos, and I see that you are always falling. Not always, but some falls. Are you not starting to planning to maybe buy some gears, some protections?
Yeah, I do. So that video there you're just showing, that was my one regret there. I just got the backfire. I was out so happy. My helmet's currently been broken. It's held with duct tape on the back, but no, yeah, I have
because I see that you have protection in the board on the front, but you don't have no protection in you.
No, I wear my elbow pads. I got my knee pads, and I got I'm actually looking for a full face helmet now. And I need some lights. That's what I need. I need to get some lights.
No, you need protections, first of all, my friend. Believe it or not, you are. I tell you because I do the same mistake. I was with a big accident, and believe it or not, till today, I cannot repair my hand, never again. And believe it or not, I have my hand. If you see it, one is perfect, the other one is not. And I leave it in the car. Believe it, we are riding electric, and I see that you are a guy who loves to go fast. Believe it or not, electric can sometimes say. I was with a friend here in one event, and one of the vesks has broken, and that was like a break. And he's a very good rider, and he fall and he injure his elbow. I tell you, my friend, you are a very fast guy. You ride very fast. Use some protections, please. Gear up. Believe it or not, I don't want to see you. I see some pictures from you, and you are always always your face.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for right now a full face helmet, and but yeah, I've definitely those videos. A lot of them are. Yeah, they're not the best
crazy,
with protection. But I wear underneath my clothes now, elbow and knee, and I'm looking for the last helmet I got made my head look like, this big.
Yeah, that is the good thing, my friend.
You're right.
There is a guy here. I don't want. First of all, I do the same mistake like you, my friend. I was riding my old time like the same helm like you, and believe it or not, I'm not the best person to advise you because I do the same mistakes. But and I know it's not easy for us to give advice when we do the same thing. But believe it or not, you are very fast. I see the way you ride very good. But don't forget, can happen. And I don't like to see, today I make a new friend. You today are here as a rider. I don't see friends hurting themselves.
No.
And that's why enjoy. You are starting your journey electric. I think we're going to see you lots of years here, and I would love to see lots of videos from you having fun. There is a question here. First of all, I want to say to everyone is coming. There is Matt saying hello to you.
Hey, what's up, Matt? What's going on, brother?
Then we have here that is Ralph. That is a big rider from Belgium. Is coming. Then we have Taylor. Is a great YouTuber from Australia, and he has a question. Great jumps. What is the next? What you'd like to have the next machine that you have in your idea?
I think that's
in the
easy.
Future.
I think that's easy. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this ace deck. First of all, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it and get it dialed in right. But I think next, honestly, I'm going to go with those M boards. That endurance, man. That's what that has the full around everything. I've been kind of keeping my eye on it. And if I had seen that 3 weeks ago, I'm not sure that I'd be sitting here right now with this one, because that seems to have everything that I'm looking for: distance, speed, and battery sag, everything. So but right now, I don't want to get bored envy with everybody else, and I'm just going to enjoy what I have.
My friend, believe it or not, most of the guys who come here to the live, they ask like you, my friend. Because the problem from us, we are always buying.
Exactly. That's the problem.
And the guys who sell it, they are always creating something new for all of us to spend money.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm discovering so much. I'm learning so much. Like, I'm really, really taking it seriously now on how to learn as much as I can. So maybe, who knows, a year or two, I'll do a build one. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what. Wait a second. That is a good thing. I want to show you very fast to you, my friend, for you to see it. That was one thing from him. He had to say, if you buy a helm from mountain,
that's what I want.
This is Fox. That is not expensive, and you have 32 ventilations.
Mm-hmm.
That is not so, and everybody use it. Is not the best one, but is a beginning.
That's one of the ones I was looking for. I was watching the one guy. It's I don't think it might be Craig Taylor, but he has one of those open face ones, and he was actually. So that's what I was looking for, something like that, because I figure if I'm going to go down, my chin's going to be the first one. I got lucky when I flipped over that car, and I was lucky my feet hit first, but I have a totally new outlook on pads and everything.
One wheels, AUCs, skateboards, mountain boards. What is the first thing is going to hit as first? Always your hands and your face. Always.
Yeah.
That I tell you because I know. I just want to say sorry, Ralph. Sorry, Ralph. Yes, from Netherlands, Holland. I'm not from Belgium.
I've been to Apeldoorn. I went to Ajax, Feyenoord Ajax versus Vitesse game.
Do you like football? You soccer. You guys say soccer.
I went to a soccer game in Rotterdam. Back in 2000.
In Rotterdam, yeah.
Championship. Great time.
Do you like football?
We just got lucky. We flew into Amsterdam, and this was back in 2000, like I said. And we met a guy on the train who told us where we were going, a place called Apeldoorn. And the train split. So we actually had to go back further to get where we were going. And this guy gave us his number, and we called him. Sure shit, he took us to a championship soccer game for us from America. Going to a European soccer game, that's goddamn amazing. And they actually came. That same guy came to America the next year, and we took him and his girlfriend to an amusement park in Ohio. That's like a really big one, and they had a blast. So it was great.
My friend, I'm going to. There's another person here, Laura Scott. I say hello to you. I would like to ask, how where do you live? There's a lot of riders, or you always a lone rider?
I'm always an alone rider, but I just had somebody reach out to me from the next town over, and he's a younger kid though, but I may or may not sell him my backfire just to. I'm gonna let him come and ride all the boards, but yeah, mostly alone. And the area I live in, even in Columbus, the capital of Ohio, um, I've tried looking for group rides and everything, and it's right now non-existent, but I think it's gonna start picking up hopefully.
And why don't you try to in Facebook, like in Facebook, create like a small group of esk8 Ohio? That way you're going to have maybe persons reaching that is from your close to you.
Yeah, that's the. If I really want to do it, I need to get on stuff like that because I don't get on Facebook hardly ever. Yeah, I
Okay.
just got on Instagram in July, I think maybe
Mm-hmm.
June. Um, I'm not a tech, like I just don't like get on that stuff, but I think it's going to grow. And there's actually a group of people in the Columbus
Hey,
area.
my friend, you have here one. Look at this. I find it.
What is
Esk8
it?
Ohio.
What?
Yeah.
How did you find that? And I've looked it up
Yeah.
multiple times.
There is 20 persons.
I
There is
went.
20 members.
I have met some people up north. They're about 3 hours away.
Yeah. But that way
Josh,
you
I
can.
wonder if that's Josh Speedwobbles. That might be Josh Speedwobbles. Up in he's about 3 hours north of me, if that's him.
Okay, I don't know. I just saying the you have to find someone. But I was where I live. I'm a lone rider too. I don't have so many persons riding because I'm in a small village. Then I know what you mean. It's difficult to find.
Yeah.
But that is the beginning for you, my friend. You're going to see in 6 months. I'm going to talk to you, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to say to me now. So now I have some guys to ride together, and that is the beginning is always like very strange.
I actually have some connections in Columbus, which is only 25 miles away.
That is
Uh,
good.
that I think if I pursued it, I think we could probably organize it because that's what they do. They're called Hero USA, and they organize events in Columbus. And I've thought hard about
Hmm.
trying to do that just so that I can. It's coming. I mean, it's coming. It's just not here yet.
Yeah, it is another one. It started downhill skating in Oka,
Akron.
Okram. Akram. Where is this area? Akram
That
area. It's
Akron's
close to
about
you.
2 hours north of me.
Okay. Yeah, but that is a lot, my friend.
Yeah, it's
If you go just for a ride and you have to go 2 hours, that is a lot.
if I I'd consider it. I was going to meet up with the one guy a couple hours away, or he was going to come down here, and we were going to ride.
So, but let's continue on with the positive thing. What do you learn for the new riders, the people who are starting now, like you started? How was the beginning for you? How was easy or how was difficult for you to find everything? Uh, because today you have a different idea of electro skateboards than in the beginning. How was everything for you to find everything? It was easy? It was difficult? Was the community help you a lot? How was your journey?
I'm definitely still in that journey, but for sure the community getting on Instagram was huge for me because everybody on there, and they led me to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
but just the learning aspect has been great. I had to learn the hard way. I just because I bought a board first that comes and rides. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you hop on that backfire and you just ride. They don't even let you adjust the belts. Everything is set up, and then with the Voyager, I was able to adjust them a little bit. And the biggest things that I've learned is just do your research and really look in, because right now I've really been looking into them hard, realizing how much I didn't know. I in the beginning just thought these were just boards that they're here and you ride and that's it. Like you don't, that's it. I had no idea the size of the community worldwide, and things they were doing, and the companies, and who's good, who's bad. And I would first of all do the research. I got lucky with my first two boards, and I'm still learning out about this one. They're brand new, but just researching and getting on those forums and asking questions. That's the best thing you can do, is ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid. You're gonna feel like you're bugging them, but when they respond to you, it's
My
so
friend.
appreciative,
No, I think.
that esk8 Unity has helped me out a ton,
Mm-hmm.
and other people, but there's more information out there than I ever realized.
My friend, you did the right thing, and I think the people don't have to think. If you don't make dumb questions, if you stick to what the people are doing in this forum or in this group or this type of questions, of course, if you are in a skate group and you go with a one wheel, the people is not going to be so satisfying, because they say, hey, what this guy doing? He has a scooter and he come ask to a skateboard. But if you are in a right place and you make the right questions, the people is going to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the community is big enough to take care of all of us. And I think you today, you grew up with this community. They put you, they help you learning more than you. Today you have a different view than when you start with the first board from Amazon's.
So I'm going into this summer with a whole different outlook and a whole different view on everything, and it really is great. A guy I work with actually reached out to me and said he was looking at boards, and I said, please don't buy anything. Let me help you. Mm-hmm. And because there is so much, there really is, and but it's so much fun. It really is. It's too much fun not to do.
I think that the most like me, I understand you, because I'm a lone rider most of the time. I know how difficult is that, but sometimes it's so nice to go and ride alone and be free and forget about everything.
It definitely is, but I can tell you this: where I live, one of the best parts about where I live and where I go to ride, where a big portion where I go is on a state park path. And the only portions I go on are where the road, it's just too dangerous and I don't want to go on it because it's all high speed. And, but everybody I run into on the path, everybody's asking me questions. I've actually ran into one EUC. That guy's been awesome. And everybody.
Do you try it?
No, hell, I wasn't even going to ask him. Hell no. I could tell this was his baby. Hell no. Hell no. Because the next time I saw him, he had an S22. And he was like, holy shit, this thing is a monster. And I was just looking at it, just floored, like, dude, I don't even want to touch that thing. Like,
but do you have like the idea maybe to try it? Do you
absolutely.
do you already try another type of PV? Or
the only other thing I've ever done is scooters, just by taking my kids to ride them. I really want to try a UC. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was working at a concert, a festival, and a guy came up on a one wheel, and he let me
Okay, you
ride his
tried
one
the
wheel.
one wheel,
Yep.
and
And it was cool. I liked it, but if I was going to go on trail rides and stuff, it would be great, just because you got such a wide wheelbase.
Mhm.
Um, but as everyday use, it's not for me. But I did like it. If I was somewhere just riding around like a festival, it's perfect.
I ask you this because I ride a one wheel. I ride AUC, but I stick to my skateboards. I prefer to ride skateboards. I
Yeah,
don't have nothing against the guys who ride the other things. I have it myself, but I'm a guy who loves to ride my skateboard.
me too. Yeah, there's such a huge. I'll tell you what, those one wheel guys, they are tight.
And
There's a huge.
in where you are, there is a big group of guys riding one wheel.
Not around me, just what I've seen online, but I was super shocked. I probably saw the concert I worked last year. I probably saw 10 people riding around on EUCs.
Yeah, but you have a
And,
big group
or I'm
because
sorry, EUC, one wheels.
well, yeah, but the guys from One Wheels, there is a big group from. I'm in a group from them. There are more than 1,000 guys inside, and I have the pleasure to interview some of them here. And there is group, but they are more trailers. They ride not in the streets. They are most of the time off road. They don't use.
That seems like the perfect spot to do it.
My friend,
The one wheel seems like going off road. You got that wide wheelbase, because I tried going off road the other day, just messing with these 8-inch tires. I finally got my first fall out of the way because I hit some deep gravel, and I thought, man, whew. But the one wheels will be fun to do trail rides.
what do you use as your camera? 360?
Yeah, 360.
Insta? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always better for everything.
I'm like I said, I do everything with my phone, and I'm just kind of just dicking around, really.
And you was talking about when you pass to the people, the reaction. The people ask, what the people ask you, can I try it? You give to the persons to try it. How is the contact with the persons, with everybody?
No. Oh my God, I have a horrible story for you. Oh God, I have a horrible story for you. Okay, the first day that I went out and took the ace deck. Now, mind you, this thing's like 40 something pounds. So what, 70 something kilos? Oh dear Lord. So I went out on this trail where I try and take it easy, right? This thing's a beast. I try and take it easy, because I don't want to piss people off, because I don't want to get banned from this path. This path I ride goes through people's backyards. And this older lady, she was 73 years old, and her granddaughter came up and started talking to me. First day riding this thing, I had my remote dangling from my wrist, right? And I was taking my stuff off because it's freezing ass cold. And somehow that lady was standing directly in front of the board, and the throttle got hit.
Oh.
It took off at her full speed.
Ooh.
Took out her leg. 73-year-old lady took out her leg. Thank God she was a fast woman. Oh Lord, thank God she was a fast woman. Didn't knock her down. She moved her foot, and I almost had tears in my eyes because I thought I just ruined. Ruined everything that because I already know people.
Yeah,
I try to be nice.
Yeah,
and she was okay. Thank God. Thank God. I thought I just broke her leg.
Yeah, that's why I always tell for you. I always tell, be careful who you give. I was there was a young guy here in where I live, and I let them try. And believe it or not, that was a big mistake because some people don't have responsibility of nothing. And the guy was like riding like a crazy, and I was. All the time I was just asking, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. I was lucky that he don't fall, but days later, he was falling. I just want to share something with everybody is out there very fast. Don't forget, guys, we are in Twitter live now, and we are in Facebook in lots of channels, guys. So if you don't like the YouTube, or you always have other possibilities. That is free information. Just go there and enjoy it. So, my friend, continue. I tell you, as my friend, that is an expensive product. If I don't know the person is riding today, I don't let them ride. Why? Because it's a big responsibility. If something happen, the people is going to always put you are fault.
Yeah,
and it's not good.
So where I live is considered kind of a party lake. So there's lots of bars around the lake, and it's a very high speed area. So that was, and again, one of the other reasons I was like, I gotta have something where I can gun it if I have to. And I won't let anybody hop on it. People ask and everything. I'm like, dude, this ain't a toy, man. You don't want to get on it unless they have some sort of experience, because that's the last thing I want to deal with. And
for you, my friend, what is better, riding in the day or riding in the evening?
Definitely. Well, they're both pretty much about the same, except for in the wintertime. The wintertime, it gets dark so early, and I sometimes confuse it with darkness. It gets dark here right at rush hour, and at the beginning of this time change we do, I was riding like there wasn't rush hour, but it's the evening. I mainly during the day, I don't have any lights on my board. I got to get some good lights, so I can really see and be seen.
My friend, if you want good lights, I just tell you, Shrek Lights 1000.
That's what I just need to get them.
You don't have no problems again.
I strapped down a giant light onto the board. It looks like a battery pack. It's what it is, and I put that on there just so people could see me.
But you can have that. You can have it. Everything. But always the important thing, I always tell to everybody: put a good light that the people can see you, and that you can see what is in front of you, and very far, because you are electric. And now it's good that you are changing from street to off-road tires, because that way if you catch rocks or something like that, it's not going to be a big problem. But at a street, believe it or not, in the evening, if you don't see everything, you're going to fall very fast. Believe it or not.
The other day, it was in the evening, and I was in an area I wasn't familiar with. Went over a speed bump, and on the other side of the speed bump, it was like a cliff. And luckily it went right through it, because 8-inch tires are do whatever. That's why if you ride every day there, you know where is everything. It's not going to be so difficult to ride in the evening, but you always have to think that maybe it's going to come something new that it was not in the other day. That's what's happening. I'm exploring new areas because I'm going out a little further. And I'm exploring more areas where I can go. And I have to remember, I have to remind myself, like, don't get too comfortable. Like, something's going to come up sooner or later. You got to look out.
Yeah. But now asking I know that you have the boosted board there. What is the generation from this boosted board? Second generation?
Boosted board?
What is this board that you have in there?
Are you talking about this one?
No, the other one. The other one, direct for the.
Oh, this one.
No, the other one. The second. I just can see
this.
Oh
no, that's just my backfire.
Okay, on the other one.
That's the Voyager.
Oh, the Voyager. Okay.
Yep. Then I have. This is my busting board that got hit by the car.
Okay. And for you, from all the 3 decks that you have there, what is the from the three? What is the best deck that you love more?
I'll tell you what. I don't ride it as much anymore, but every time I get on it, when I'm coming home, I'm like, God damn, that's a good board. It's that backfire board. That deck is just, I really, really like it. It's just.
I'm going to give you something, my friend. I'm going to give you something. I have here the pleasure to work with the guys from. There is a guy here from Germany, and he has the dope grip. I think you need a nice grip tape for your boards, and I'm going to send you some grip tape for you to put it in your board.
Yeah,
I think you're going to love it, and try it. And believe it or not, you're going in your Blackfire. If you sell it, the guy is going to be very happy, and you're going to try a grip tape that is very grippy. And I think the way you ride is going to be very, very good. We're going to talk of that in private. If you don't know, dope grip is very good, and I always recommend for all the riders to use it. And I think you're going to love it for your machines. Let me put this way. So I was talking about you don't having no protections, but we see most of the videos that you are using. Here you are with all the protection, with all the gears. What do you like to happen in the future? What do you love to see in the future from the skateboards that you think is necessary from the time you have now riding? What do you think is important for electro skateboard to have it?
Well, I'll tell you again, just from my perspective and where I am and what I'm dealing with as far as ordering boards all from overseas and everything, and just researching, I think those M boards are really kind of nailing it with the overall thing. As far as it would be nice if boards, depends on if you like street or the softer. I'm just now getting into the softer wheels, but just sending enough stuff. If you have a long wait time, like the AEDT, they got it's 30 to 60 days delivery time. I would love to see if you need parts. I'm just finding the people where I can get parts in America, and get good parts. And M-Board so far, it's been great for me as an experience ordering stuff from them. Versus, I've been very lucky with my boards. I haven't had to send anything back. I haven't had any customer complaints. So I've been really lucky, and I didn't realize until just recently just how new all these boards are, and how early we are in this evolution of the PEVs with EUCs, one wheels, bikes, boards, everything. It's just going to continue to get better and cool and fun.
Yeah, because that is the beginning, my friend. That's why it's good for you for us to have you, because now you have close to 1 year riding a lot, because you have lots of videos. I think if most of the riders make so many videos like you do, I think we're going to have, you are a guy who makes lots of videos, and that is very good. I think that is very good. And I would love, for me, that's what I say to you. We was talking in private. I would love for you to try it with gear drive. I think gear drive is going to change for you. If anyone is there who has his opinion, can maybe share it. I think gear drive is a big change. For you, as your type of riding, there is lots of machines there that you can buy it, because you are very fast, my friend, and you love to go fast.
I do like to go fast, but I'm just now discovering the world of off-road, and
the off-road is you have to be careful, my friend, because you're going to love it.
Well, yeah, I'm so glad I finally I've been really timid. So I've been really, really timid riding lately, because my ankle is still popping a little bit and painful, but I got my first wreck out of the way and into gravel off road, and I'm learning better how to fall. Tuck and go, tuck and turn, and go on that backpack.
You just have to look to this, my friend. That is you, just you, my friend. Look.
Yeah, that one, that was the dumbest accident I've ever had. I always say, when you get tired, that's when you get hurt. When you get tired, you get hurt. All I was doing there, that looks like a really bad injury. It was so not. All I was doing was kicking my board, and I caught my foot on the back tire. Yeah. And I was kneeling down, and I went face first right into the ground.
That is why you have to be careful with the position of your feet. And do you know what is the big problem? It's when you have different types of decks, different types of boards. Yep. Then you are used to a small deck, and then you go for a big deck, and then you come back to the small one. And if you ride lots of miles, like you have the big deck now, and you go back to the small one, the position of your feet is going to be different, and sometimes you do these mistakes. I know that how that is not something that you are doing wrong. It's something that happens, my friend.
Just happens. That's what happens when you get tired. It's the same thing with snowboarding, skiing. I'm taking my daughter snowboarding now, and whenever we're at the end of the day, I always tell her, because when I can tell she's getting tired, I'm like, listen, you're tired, it's time to go. That's when you get hurt. When you get tired, it's time to stop. That's when injuries happen.
Okay, there is another thing here from Taylor. It tells a nice thing. I think gear drive, do you have the problem if you want to change gear and you want to change, like you want to go with street wheels, it's difficult for you to change it because with the gear drive you just have one set. You cannot change it. It's impossible. That's why if you go off-road, gear drive is perfect. You are a person who wants to go off-road, then you're going to have more power because they are always 8-to-1. 8-to-1 is going to be, I think, around 8. The pulleys is going to be the small one with 8 or 8 or 9, and it's going to be 40, the big one. Then you're going to have more power.
Wow. I just spent this morning trying to put on, because I broke so many belts, and I don't have any more. I had bought a 45T pulley in anticipation for the smaller wheels, just super excited, like a kid on Christmas. And I got everything today, but yet the 45T pulley, and this is what I'm learning, this is part of my learning process. The board I got has the trucks, they're 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
So your regular bearings don't fit.
Yes, that's the problem.
And so I'm trying to figure that out, but I had to drill out the pulleys that I got. They didn't fit right. They were just barely off. So I had to sit there and drill out all the holes just a little bit bigger to get them to fit just right, just so I could fit these on, because it's a beautiful day out today and I can't wait to go out. But
just want to ride.
Those are all those little things that you learn along the way that I had no idea that there was a 10 millimeter. I'm still learning the parts.
My friend, don't worry. If we talk one time in private, I'm going to show you a little from where I have so much stuff that I buy it that I'm never going to use it because I buy it wrong.
I must have had 15 belts show up today, and then after talking to everybody online, they're all like, "I've only broken one belt." I'm like, I guess I don't need these.
That's why you are always learning, and sometimes you ask, and maybe sometimes you make the wrong question, and then I can tell you, my friend, I have so much stuff there in the back, and don't worry, you're not the only one. You are not alone. Mistake is, we're going to do it, all of us. And I know from myself.
That's the best part. That's the best part. The people that have been reaching out to me nearby, I can tell them these things, and they won't have to go through the same issues that I've gone through. And
I
then,
see you. When was you in a live? I was in a live with you, seeing you was talking and asking stuff to the. I think that is a good thing when we go live in Instagram, and we can make questions to everyone. That
mhm,
way, it is easy for you to get answers. Uh, I think that is good.
I
That is
love
one. Yeah, please.
I love going live halfway through my daily ride,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always pumped up.
Mm-hmm.
I just got done with at least a 7 mile ride, and I
Mm-hmm.
got another 7 miles to go back. So I'm always pumped up and I'm taking a break. So I love going live and just seeing who joins and just asking them any questions I have, answering any questions they have if I know it, and it's too much fun, and everybody's been so cool.
Yeah, but that's the way. I think that is one of my mistakes. I never do. Most of the time, I never do lives, and I think lives is good for us to reach the people and maybe to have some answers. And that
Mhm.
is one thing I never did. And oh, is out. So guys, maybe his battery is out. For everybody's out there, just showing here his accident. Keeps is going to come back, and we will see. Maybe it was his battery. It was out. Let's wait a little if he comes. For everybody, say, hey Taylor, I just want to say maybe we have to make another interview, my friend, to see the update from the last interview that we made. How is your YouTube channel working and everything? The AUC. Limburg. I have another interview with him. He's a fantastic off-road rider. If anyone is out there that maybe would like to come to the live stream, I just want to say that till April I have everything reserved, all the interviews. I'm going to put it tomorrow, maybe one day more, because I'm working and I have to do this. And then we're going to have till April everything reserved. And maybe for May, I'm going to make it May, and then we're going to go to the stop of the summer. But I think we're going to reach again to the 300, maybe 325 interviews this year. Maybe we can go to 330 interviews. We'll see. But the 300 we're going to get for sure. 300 riders in close to 2 years. It's amazing how can I describe it, guys? Meeting so many riders from around the world and having the pleasure.
What just happened there?
I don't know, my friend. You have to tell me.
I'm sorry, I have no idea. My everything just went out. I don't know what just happened. Sorry about that.
There is no problem. I was explaining something to the guys. Yeah, Taylor, we talked then in private, my friend. It's not a problem. So I just want to say like this, my friend. As a rider, when you're going to go now off road, you're going to meet another different world. Because you are with street guys, now you're going to go to the world of guys of off-road. And it's going to be totally different. You have to be prepared because it's totally different.
Yeah. I'll definitely have fun with it, but I don't plan on doing a whole lot of it. I was kind of forced into it because I had the 8-inch wheels and no other wheels. So I figured, hey, I got these wheels. Let's go use them. Well, now I've got these 6-inch wheels on, and I have some other 6-inch wheels coming. So I'm gonna stick to the
You're
street
going
for
to
right
love
now.
it, man. Yeah, that's what you're going to say when you try it. Believe it or not, when you try it, riding, and you get and you see how good is that, you're going to say, "Oh, I'm going to try it more." Because it's crazy to ride off-road. Believe it or not,
I have a great spot right by my house, where it's actually it could be a track. It could actually be an off-road.
You are again. You are blocked, my friend. I think it's your
Track.
internet.
Freezing again.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Uphill. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna
No,
just
it's
open
okay.
something. So no, anyway, no, it goes uphill and it has this big giant loop, and it's a really cool track. And I was looking at it the other day, thinking this would be a really fun track for anybody to go and just ride off road, because I rode it around, and then right at the end I broke my last belt. So, but I think that one was compromised. So
I'm just going to show you something. That is me riding with this crazy guys off road. That is a LaCroix, my friend.
oh my god,
Look at this. That's what you're going to look.
that's so much fun.
You're just having, believe it or not, and it's a different world, my friend. You are used to ride on streets. Here you're going to have. I love. Then you're going to have street. That is me with my friends, and believe it or not, you're just going to enjoy it. And
I got lucky. Sorry, I got lucky. The first day I took it out, it was still really, really cold, so a lot of the ground was still frozen, and I was able to go. I don't know, 20-something miles per hour, and just go right into the grass, no problem. A little bit of soft spots, but no problem. And then I made the mistake the next day thinking it was going to be the same thing, and realized everything got way softer. And yep, nope.
Yeah, that's what you have to think. When you are off-road, you have to be prepared that your back is going to dance a little more.
It did. It definitely did. It definitely did.
You just have to take the air of your tires. That way, you're going to have more. What's the name in English?
Surface.
Yeah. You're going to have more track.
Yeah, and more surface.
Yeah,
contact.
you have to put it less air. That way, it's going to be better.
Yeah, more tires actually hitting the ground, getting traction.
Yeah. Not all the air out, but you have to put it a little more, because that way it's going to work better. Yeah. So, my friend, we are coming close to 1 hour. I love to see new riders. First of all, I want to say, I want to ask you something. What is this?
Which one?
This.
That's my smoke bomb there. I taped to the front. I like duct tape.
That is very good, my friend.
I thought I was so glad that was my last smoke bomb. I had two.
That is very, very good.
And the very first run, I have a bad habit of thinking I'm recording, and it never does. I swear to God, all the best stuff happens when you're not recording. It really does. I wish I got my car getting hit by a car on video, because it was a hell of a wreck. But that was my last smoke bomb, and I was like, okay, I got to get a good one.
So, my friend, you make my day the first time I see this, and I contact you directly, and I say, I want to have this guy here in the interview, because I think you are funny, you are a good rider. I see lots of riders who has more years riding, and the position, how you work in your board, you have a nice touch to ride skateboards, and electro skateboards is not for everyone, and lots of guys just go straight away and don't do crazy stuff. You like to always enjoy, like always to maybe get in trouble. With yourself. It's going to make trouble. Yeah, my friend, I always telling my wife is always telling Nelson, you always trying to create trouble for yourself. Don't forget, if you fall, you're going to have a problem. I have 3 kids, and we need to work and everything. But the time I'm in my PVs, I can forget all the things. Everything. I'm free for one time.
And honestly, that was one of the biggest reasons why I got into riding in the first place. I had gotten really sick back in 2018, and kind of had to, in a sense, rehabilitate myself in a way. And I told myself I was going to do something every single day. You know, I was going to go out. I did yoga, I was running, I was doing everything. And that's how I came across. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this longboard. And that ended up being the one thing that's why I go out. That's why I go out so often, because it definitely helps my mind, lets me forget about work, lets me forget about everything. I have a stressful job, and it just lets me forget about everything. And it feels so good to get back on it.
I just tell you something, my friend. First of all, it was a pleasure to meet you. Second of all, I'm a guy who's going to follow you more. I think the people is now in a live stream, or maybe later on is going to see the videos. I just going to show you guys. This is his Instagram. I'm going to leave all the links there. That is his Instagram. That is his Twitter. And now he's starting with his Facebook channel. If you guys have the chance, go there, subscribe, give us support. I think he deserves. He's a good rider. If you have any questions to him, leave it there in the comments. I think he's going to answer you guys. Don't forget, we are a big community, and we have to always be together. And that way we can grow this community very, very, very fast and bigger and for the better. And I hope, my friend, that you find more riders close to you that can go, and you later on can start to share with all of us the rides together with friends. And like always, I leave you with the last words to the community.
Can I tell you about my, as a warning? Can I just
please.
As a warning to people riding that, with cars and everything, my accident that I had was bad, and don't ever trust cars. If this is the last word, don't trust cars. You're basically on a motorcycle. I was heading down a road downhill, and a car turned in front of me to pull into a parking lot. It was the last stretch of my ride, and the car behind it pulled forward and stopped as though they saw me. And I just kept on going. I had it pegged. I was on a Voyager peg, just cruising. And because they even moved forward a little bit and then stopped. So I thought they saw me. Last second, they turned right in front of me. And every single video I've seen, I always said, hey, if they would have just jumped, they would have made it. No, that doesn't work like that.
Don't work like that, my friend.
I tried to, this guy pulled right in front of me, and I ended up trying to jump over his trunk, but he had a spoiler on his trunk, spoiler, tail end or whatever, that was elevated, and I ended up ripping that thing off, got starfished through the air. I thought my leg was broken for sure when I landed. Crawled over. The guy came over. I said, get out of here before the cops come. I looked up, and somebody gave me a ride, but I ended up seeing that guy. I'm pretty sure I dented his back quarter panel, but I ended up pulling up at a gas station about a month later, and I saw this guy on the other side of the pump of me, and he had 2 brackets on his trunk that were empty. And I realized that's the guy that hit me, because I ripped his spoiler off. And I just kind of snuck back in my car and just drove away, because I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's why. But I think when we are in a road, I'm going to tell you, like me, like you told, I think is important for everybody. Don't trust nobody, guys. And if you are in group rides, watch it, guys. Watch it with your right, your left, the back, the front, and always, can be an animal, can be a child, can be anything. Be prepared to brake or to jump, or the important thing is be careful. These machines, they are very fast, and today we are faster and faster. And don't forget, we are like the protection of the board. When we stop, we are the first ones to hit the floor or the car or the other persons. Then be careful. Take care of you guys. And you, my friend, you have to use protections. I know that I am not the best guy to give advices because sometimes I do the same thing like you, but try.
The only thing I really need is a full face helmet. That's what I'm looking for, is that full face helmet. I got everything else. I've got the padded, I got padded shirts and shorts, and I'm finally wearing the knee pads and all that. And, I just got to get that full face helmet because, I'm not going to go through that again. I got lucky.
My friend, I hope that you stay with luck. There is somebody taking care of you. I just want to say hello, Sandra, the skate girl from Australia. I just want to say to all of you, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for seeing. I just want to share something for the next week very fast before we go. Then I leave you with the last words, my friend. So next week we're going to have these guys from Australia. These guys, they are from south of Australia. They are trying to help with the legalization of the PVs in Australia. If you guys want to come, if you are in Australia, want to see, that's going to be in the morning, and that way I think is going to be good. Yes, Fox, that the helm she is talking about is the one I show you. Is this one? Is the same.
That's the one. That's the one I want to get. Yeah.
And then we're going to have in the same day, because that is Australia is in the morning, and we're going to have another one in the same day, and it's going to be this guy with a one wheel. He's crazy guy, and believe it or not, he's going to be one in the morning, the other interview in the evening. That you see, guys, we are doing lots of interviews. I want to bring most of the riders we can, and that way we grow up as community. My friend, I'm going to leave you with the last words for the guys who came to see you or going to see you later on. From my side, thank you so much for coming, and I leave you with the last words for all the community who's going to see you later on, or maybe who is now in the life.
I can tell you what, the only thing I can say honestly is thank you. That's really all I can say, because everybody has been so amazing in helping me, especially the more I try and learn. I'm just really floored by I'm really floored by the amount of help that I've gotten now that I'm looking for it. Thank you, and I'm going to do everything that I can to try and pass it on and continue to grow it. And that's the only thing you can really do. But all I can say is thank you to you for what you do, and thank you to everybody else for all their help.
Friend, thank you for coming. The reason we have this live stream is because of you guys, because we bring the riders here, and that is the important thing, is for us to bring riders like you here who ride in a different way, who bring new stuff for all of us, and that is what we call a community. We stick together, we learn together, we do mistakes together, and nobody is better than nobody. We are always learning, and that's why it's great to have so beautiful community.
Exactly.
My friends, for all of you, thank you so much for coming. I see you next week for new interviews. For you, my friend, thank you so much for coming, and we are going to